Hello everyone, Jeremy here with craftsman. So it's been a while since I've made a video and posted a video. Well, actually more posted a video than made a video because I've actually made a few videos. But I've really taken the time to start thinking about what this channel is all about. And the reason why is because I kind of felt like people were thinking that it was going more to being a woodworking channel, and that's just not the case. This is a channel about craftsmanship, about learning how to work with your hands, how to make things yourself, and giving you some tools to maybe learn how to do some things that fill in the gaps, if you will, of things that maybe you didn't know before. So it's not just about woodworking whatsoever. There's a lot of things that we're going to end up covering on this channel. But I kind of felt like that was the direction that it kind of started off with, and that's because I am very comfortable with woodworking. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's a skill that I'm very, very good at. But there's a lot of other aspects to any sort of craftsmanship that goes well beyond woodworking and gets into, you know, working with metals and working with different types of tools and working with leathers and being able to even sew or glue or paint or whatever the case may be. There's a lot into craftsmanship that anyone can learn. And I would just like to pass on some of those things that I have learned in the past. It's also, this channel is also for promoting things that I make in terms of people who are never going to handcraft themselves that would like to buy my handcrafted goods, to give them a little insight into how things are made, because not all craftsmanship is created equal. And the term handcrafted, I think, might be used a little too loosely in today's day and age. And so that kind of leads me into the next part of this video, which is, what is handcrafted? What is handmade? And I gotta tell you that I see a lot of advertising on things that are handmade, and that's just simply not the case. If I come up with a design and I go to China and figure out a way to have this mass produced, that's manufacturing. Whether those people in China are making it with their hands or not is irrelevant. When somebody else makes your product and you don't touch it, that's manufacturing. Pure and simple, plain and simple. If you don't touch it, it's not handmade. Sorry if that offends anybody, but, well, actually I'm not, but that's just the hard cold facts, okay? Now there are certain degrees of handmade that others might consider manufacturing, and you know, there's other gray areas in here. So for instance, you can do handmade with hand tools only and make everything from scratch. To me, that's handmade in its purest form, obviously, which is what I strive for and love to do. But in modern society, it's not exactly always practical, especially if you're trying to run a business and make a living at doing this. Modern manufacturing has kind of killed hand craftsmanship in terms of you can't make a good living at it. You can't even make a living at it, okay? Doesn't forget good, just make a living, right? So here's the thing. If you touch and make some aspect of your project, spend some time on it with your own two hands, to me that's handmade. You've got handcrafted beers, you can hand make pottery. I can cut wood with a hand tool, but I can also cut wood on a power tool by hand. Now a CNC machine is not handmade, but that's not to say that you can't use tools like CNC machines where you program it and then it cuts out a bunch of stuff for you, and then say after that you completely hand polish it. or you add stuff onto it and you put it all together by hand. Again, as long as it's something that you are doing by hand and touching every aspect of your item and your creation. That's the other aspect of this too, is like, man, these things have to be your creations. They can't be somebody else's. Copying is not a thing. It has to be your own, come out of your head. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be influenced by other things. An example of that would be music, for instance. People are influenced by certain musical genres that they like, and musicians play certain types of music that interest them. And they might be influenced by, you know, they may have a sound that's similar to, say, the Beatles or whatever. But as long as they're not like just totally copying it, then it's their own, okay? So it's kind of along that vein. I hope that that makes sense. And let's just keep in mind what really handmade is. The difference between manufactured and the difference between handmade. Yes, I can hand make a whole bunch of things all at one time, but I can never keep up to automation. I can never keep up with a whole workforce of laborers doing, you know, their thing. There are tons of artists who are just like me. There are a ton of craftsmen who are just like me. There are tons of people out there who support handcrafted, who love handcrafted, and don't be shy if they're a little bit more expensive than the crap you can buy at the dollar store. Support them. So that's the deal on handcrafted. So that is the deal on this channel. You will, and also I'm going to be doing some more like blog stuff. And again, this is just insights for customers and people who are just kind of interested in how things are made and how things are done. It's kind of neat, kind of cool. So there will be that aspect of it too. And to keep the videos coming, I can't just do how-to videos. How-to videos are a pain in the ass. I did not even realize how much time, effort goes into a well-done how-to. Now there's a ton of crappy how-to videos out there where it's like watching freaking grass grow or paint dry or whatever. And there are other how-to videos that you're like, oh, that's an awesome idea, I want to see how it's done. And then there's like skip 50 steps and you're like, yeah, that was really fast, but I didn't really learn a whole lot of how to do this. So the well-done how-to videos, props to those guys who do it so good. They take a lot of time to invest in doing those. It takes a lot of time to edit these videos. So props to those guys. So I will still do how-to videos, and I'm still going to share a lot of information and whatnot. But there's going to be periods where I'll just do blogs or just informational videos in between to keep things rolling, because obviously, you know, when I'm handcrafting stuff and making cool things to sell, you know, it's not always time conducive to, you know, freaking edit video. Stupid camera. So it's not always time conducive to, you know, edit videos and that sort of thing. So anyways, hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like the video. Please share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. We are looking for subscribers. Share with your family and friends. Get them to subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel, trying to get the message out there. Buy handmade, how to handmake, how to handcraft, trying to get everyone going on this. There's already a movement going on in America where people really are tired of the cheap crap. So join in with it. Until then, we'll see you next time.